Hi everyone, this is Odd Samurai and today I'm gonna be reacting to Hunter x Hunter chapter 398. So last chapter was a lot. Easily my favorite chapter in all of the Succession War. Is just there was so much that just made the Phantom Troop so much more just, I don't want to say complex because they were already complex, but it added a lot of dimension to characters that we could, you know, assume that they had those specific ones, but not like the why or how. And now they do. Uh, it's really hard to explain. I tried my best in the last video, but like the audio was very choppy and it wasn't super understandable what I was saying. But basically, yeah, just Pakunoda, Ubogin, Krollo, and I'd say Machi are the ones that benefited the most from this flashback. Um, but everyone in the spider as a whole, just from how we know they came to be, it just really, I just really gained an appreciation for them. So yeah, granted there's still, like I said, a lot more that we could learn from them if we keep going, after that little 3-year time skip, but I don't think we're gonna follow up on it right away. I think we're basically gonna put a pause on that flashback and maybe follow it up on it later when it's a lot more relevant, because I still think, and maybe it's because a lot of people say it, that we're just bound to get their perspective on the Carta massacre, but also just on, well, what changed them from, just looking for revenge to what they do now. So yeah, let's just, yeah, get into it. Okay, chapter 398. Yeah, we're away from formation and now it's search. We're back in the present, just as I expected, with Nobunaga, Phaeton, and Finks. Once I open this, can I go back to my room? Nope. Open it and go inside. Investigating Tier 3's hidden room. If I'm right, that old man will be in there. If he isn't, we're safe. The Mafia guy said he had a teleportation ability, right? Yep. I'm thinking the old fart's a conjurer's clone, serving as both a lookout and the searching point for the trap radius. Huh. That's actually, yeah, that's probably what it is. I'm surprised Franks is the one that, uh, you know, thought about it like that. Conjurers can create special areas with specific rules, but teleportation links to heavy on a mission. It would be another story if the old man's the main user himself, not just a clone. He could just be a lookout and the trap is someone else's power. Quit yapping, he could be a specialist. That's a reach, moron. Come again? Huh? The door's locked from this side. And then those two are just arguing. Bring it on, huh? You heard? Unlock it. Stall again and you get torn a new asshole. Check. Anyone in there? Oh, there's no one here. It's just a bathroom? This one's locked from this side too. Alright, I'm opening it. And we have Phaeton just pointing his sword towards the guy. This is the only entrance to the hidden room, so who locked it? If the old guy's a clone, he'd be able to get out of a locked room, right? He'd just have to disappear after locking the doors to the toilet and the hidden room. I guess so. Possible, but the point? Maybe they need to buy time to set the trap. We knew about it and the old guy ahead of time, so we burst in from the hidden chamber. But if we entered from the front door, we'd be cautious because we'd think someone was hiding in the toilet. Now the door's the trap. So you're against me too, huh? Huh? It's for the wall. It's to buy time in case someone figures out the door's a trap and decides to go through the wall instead, like I did. Okay, you convinced me. Meaning, if you reverse the logic and enter through wall, trap won't activate. Same goes for this bathroom door, which means it's safe to which means it's safe. Go on, enter. Sure. I have no idea what they're talking about. Well, guys, nothing's happening. Cool, now try living through that door. Then I can go back to my room, right? Not yet. If nothing happens, then come back. He exits and comes back? Okay, now come back in. Okay. Ah! He just left? He tried to run away. That's not a very smart move, especially when you have someone like Phaeton, who's the one that, has the least patience. And right or left, pick one. What? Wait, what am I picking? Get back here before you lose both ears. Once he gets going, he never stops at the ears. Alrighty, I'm back, baby. And he just disappeared. Seems to trigger even without the old man. At a glance, I don't see any support items, so rather than a boundary, it's more of a alignment type. Oh my god. Boundary type. Multiple traps can be set over a wide area using net-infused tools such as charms, ropes, tags that act as triggers. Landmine type. The trigger is made by applying net directly to a specific place. The strong compelling force means it is limited to 2 or 3 spots. With landmine type, the stronger the compelling force, the closer the user must be to the entry or exit point. So he must be at the same place they're being teleported to, which is most likely their hideout. Purposely triggering the trap and getting sent there is one option. But we're not facing just one enemy. Seems likely that this trap leads into another one. Yep. First we gotta work out whether this is a single-use trap or if it can be triggered multiple times. If they have to reset the trigger each time, then we could just wait for them here. The hell is it? Ow, quit pushing, you bastard. Once the Shar family catches wind of this, you're dead. Not single-use. Also, he disappeared as well. I agree with Nobunaga. Quicker to go ourselves. I'll go ahead. I mean, he's probably right. I doubt anyone aside from Morena can actually deal with 3 of you guys. Wait a sec. Oh, Hinrigh is back, and I think also Kenny. The Shiyu under both. Hinrigh has a suggestion for you. This might help us find their hideout. We can put off your suicide mission until after you hear me out, okay? So they are waiting. My Charmen are heading out to tail 2 suspected Haley members. Hinrigh is the one who put us onto that lead. He's also the one who found this room, so you can trust him. First and foremost, I'd like to say that we have no issue with the troop. Balance is what's most important to the Kaki Mafia. The Haley have betrayed the balance, so if you help us crush them, I would gladly cooperate. I appreciate the offer, but we're set on just charging in. Speak for yourself. How you find the enemy base. With this transmitter, a stooge will check this into a trap and it'll transmit the base's location. Worth a shot, don't you think? They've got a massacre going on the other side of the trap, right? If you send a civilian in, they'll immediately kill and search him. The device will be found in 5 minutes. Stop. So it has to be done right away. Oh, that's where my ability comes in. I can turn tools or devices into living things. If I turn this into a raw oyster, why an oyster of all things? Now the stooge just needs to swallow it. Oh, that's why. And if they strip you and did a cavity search, it wouldn't turn up. It'll turn back once the net is depleted. The bigger it is, the faster it runs out. Something this size should last about 2 hours. That's a solid compromise since I don't want to go directly and these guys want to charge right in. So which one of you is gonna swallow it and... Huh? What? what's with that what's with those two's reaction? I cannot eat shellfish. I had a bad one once and now just the taste of it makes me wanna... Oof. I did not expect this from Nobunaga. I don't eat anything someone else has touched, and definitely nothing someone else has spoken over. What? Phaeton is even more weird. I guess. But Phaeton is the one that didn't want to go in or to the trap. Haha, no worries. I didn't expect you guys to trust me right away. I already have a stooge. Me? What? What? And all three of them look surprised. I mean, me too. I did not expect Hinrigh to basically... I don't want to say sacrifice himself, but basically be the bait. And he swallowed it. This is the receiver. It's not very precise, but it will give you a vague indication of the transmitter's distance and direction. The closer it is, the more frequent and high-pitched the noise will be. The bar's light will turn red. This is how it looks at zero distance. The max radius is 1 kilometer, but it doesn't take altitude into account, so be mindful of that. If the noise says you're close, but the direction is unclear, then it's probably above or below. It would be a massive failure if I'm unlucky enough to be killed and dissected, so I'll do my best to hide the transmitter somewhere beforehand. Well, I'll be counting on you. And there he goes. Says the bare minimum and gets straight to it. I like this guy. Yeah, I like Hinrigh too. I'm glad you say the same thing, Nobunaga. Oh, something is happening. Seems kinda far, judging by the color. It must be the 500 to 1000 meters range. How big is this ship again? It's 1500 meters long, 800 meters wide, and 800 meters high. Let's head to the center of tier 3. If hideout is on this tier, then at least bar will get better. But if the hideout's on the opposite side of the boat, the color wouldn't change, right? That would make it over 1 kilometer from the spot, so we wouldn't have picked it up in the first place, you idiot. Durr, huh? Always bickering. One of you needs to go, okay? No, I like this trio. Oh, and Hinrigh is there. Nani? What happened? There's like gravity's pulling him to the floor. But he at least got a knife out. There's nobody here? No, but it definitely looks like a murder room. Slaughter room. Clunk, clunk, clunk. The blood on the floor is fresh. I must remain vigilant. Maybe they interrogated the other victims and found out about us? I don't know, man. This seems really, really not good. What? Nobody's here. Not what I expected. Nobunaga-san, why are you here? For some co-op play, of course. What? No way they're already here. And why is he alone? Is this... I almost want to say like this is someone copying his appearance, but I'm not sure. Your chances of survival go up when you're not on your own. The other two had their doubts, so they were against this idea. So did he really come here without Vincent Phaeton? So he really took the comment by Phaeton, the one of you needs to go, literally. They said if you were to greet me with "I knew you would come," I should cut you down on the spot. Whoa. Well, you or whoever else. But I never thought you would lay a trap to begin with. Wait, what is he talking about? Hinrigh just got here. A trap that required us to trust you right off the bat would be very naive. So what do you want to do? Henry just has a question mark over his speech bubble. I'm just as confused as him, to be honest. Observe or take action, you choose. And what was your name again? Sorry, I couldn't be bothered to remember it earlier. And Henry just has a. I don't know what to make of that expression. Just a neutral one? It's Hinrigh. We won't know which is best until we try, so what will it be? Action, although it's not an important decision. Good, that was my pick. Ooh, I really like this panel of Nobunaga. I don't know why it just seems so. I don't know, I really like all the lines that make. It just feels very. I don't know how to explain why I really like the art in this when he's like right after he touched the wall. It's really good art though. He looks really really good. It's their hideout, no doubt about that. Why is that? Just wait and see. And then he cuts up the wall. Henrik looks surprised, but it seems like it didn't actually. It wasn't actually cut. The wall. It's guarded by Nan? Yup. A conjurer, transmuter, maybe, could even be a specialist. It's never easy to destroy an end user's stage, but even my katana couldn't cut it, so there must be a strong limitation. Damn! Nobunaga's katana couldn't cut it? Yeah, that's not good. Does that mean we're actually gonna see Nobunaga's Hatsu? It's probably the closer the user is, the stronger the stage. And we have a panel of Morena looking menacing. They seem to use this place as a passage in the footage I gathered, so it would make sense if their main base was here. Yeah, which means the security is probably tight. We'll just have to go straight for the ringleader. Let's start by opening the doors. We don't need to go through yet. Well then I'll start from here. Clunk, clunk. Now I'll open it. You keep your eyes peeled. I want to avoid one of us vanishing without the other seeing. We might be able to understand the trap's condition if we see it happen. Roger that. That's smart. Okay, so Henrik opens one door. A shower, bathroom, and 3 toilets. Sure is a large family. If we wait here, won't they eventually come do their business? I picked action. I'm sure Nobunaga-san can protect the transmitter if I die. It's Nobunaga. You can ditch the honorific. Noted. Very interesting. They didn't really expect this duel, but I'm liking it. Though I'm definitely a little concerned because, well, you know, the more Phantom Troops members in one place, the less likely it is that one of them is in trouble. Oh, one door opened. What kind of demons are awaiting them? And then there's just like a bunch of clothing and what looks like a mirror inside of it. But yeah, that's the end of the chapter. I definitely did not expect it to go this way. I mean, we are advancing with, finding the Haley main base. And, figuring out basically what was up with the trap of teleporting people to where the Haley family members were. I don't know, it was a big setup chapter, that's for sure. Though I wonder what exactly is setting up. I thought, well, I mean, Phaeton and Finks and Nobunaga were all like, yeah, let's kill Morena and destroy the Haley family. Yet only Nobunaga is there. So I don't want to say that I'm being paranoid, but like I just want to put out there that Nobunaga was the one who started the flashback. So something bad could happen to him. I really, really hope not, because he. Well, he's. I was gonna say he's my favorite in the Phantom Troop, but like Crollo is really, like they're like this pretty much at the moment. They're equal to me now. But yeah, regardless, like I'm concerned for Nobunaga. Hopefully, nothing bad happens to him while he's away from those two. I mean, he did say he was the only one because he was willing to trust Hinrigh to be alone with him, and then the other one, Phaeton and Fix didn't count because they were they doubted Hinrigh in some way at least. Yeah, very interesting chapter. I'm not gonna lie. It's just that one thing that like keeps me from fully enjoying it, being like, please Togashi, please don't take Nobunaga away from me soon, at the very least. Especially with how much every member of the troop has gone up for me. At least the ones that were in the flashback. Like, we didn't get anything new from like Shizuku or Bonolenov, so they don't count for that. But yeah, just a lot of detective work in this chapter. That's why I didn't really say a lot of my own thoughts, because I was just trying to not figure out, but just like uh, basically trying to follow along and being like, oh yeah, so that's how this works. Yeah. Even if I didn't understand all of it, like the whole, this is how the room works, uh even though I'm like, I'm not sure I can actually picture how this works, but sure. The thing that matters though is that regardless, even if someone came in from the outside of the room, they would still disappear, regardless of whatever else they did. And it didn't matter, like there doesn't seem to be any buffering time. Just if like 5 seconds after someone else already disappeared, they will also disappear. Um, but yeah, major props to Hinrigh, actually, MVP of the chapter, because he actually rose up to the occasion to be the bait and just trust that the Phantom Troop members would come into his aid and find the room. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. See ya!